Hello guys. So yesterday I was talking about my last video. I was talking about how I wanted to start a new little series like What If, and this one's gonna be called What If Herschel Dies. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna get started off by talking about the obvious. Maggie and Beth would be the most devastated from it, and then I think Rick and Carol would they'd be upset, really upset, but not as much as Beth and Maggie. And I think Beth, she like never cries. Well, she did a little bit last episode, but she never tries to cry. Like her dad, Hershel, always says like there's no time for crying because there's stuff to do. So she might break down and maybe kill herself even because I can't remember what season, but one of the seasons she was thinking about killing herself, and then she decided that she's not going to, and now she's fine and she never cries except for a little bit last episode, but that was it really. And then Maggie, she would be devastated, but I think she would get over it quicker than um, than Beth. So now let's get on to like the more survival type conversation. So Dr. S, if you haven't seen what's it called? If you haven't seen the latest episode, you should go check that out. Isolation. And they show Dr. S is really sick. So if he dies and then Herschel dies, they are the only ones that I know of who know how to like treat people, because Herschel, he got the bullet shells out of Carl, which made him survive. So now that they had a real doctor, Dr. S, he could do more than Herschel, but if they both die, they will not have anyone, and I think that'll be critical, and they'll have to find someone else, or someone else is going to have to learn. And then the reason I think he's going to die, he goes in and he feeds, or he gives everyone a drink like squeezed berries, and it helps control their symptoms, so they might not vomit up blood or anything. They might feel a little better, not sweat as much. But if he dies, then I think that would be almost more critical than if Carol or Glenn or someone like Rick. It wouldn't be more critical than that because Rick is the main character, or Carl or Judith, because they're all in the same family. But if someone else died, I think he's like the next top. Oh, actually, Rick, Carl, Judith, Daryl, and then Herschel. I think that's order of importance, at least in my book. So if he died, that would be devastating, like I said. But let's try to think of some other things. He got his leg chopped off, so he can't do anything mobily, really. He could maybe do some farming, some stuff like that. Yeah, but he's just like one of the most caring people in the TV show, even though he, at least in my opinion, he doesn't show it like Carol might, but he is, and he might not like decide on many things. He'll let the group decide on it, but I think he has a more important role than they're showing right now. And if he doesn't die, I think he will grow as a character, maybe get some more time on screen, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's going to die. Just because he's pretty important to everyone when you really think about it, because he helps everyone. He's one of Rick's best friends. Yeah, that again, my opinion. You know, Carl, he can talk to Carl. He makes people feel good, and he's very helpful. He'll tell you what he thinks, you know? Like, he'll be straight up, like Dale, who died earlier. And he teaches people lessons. Like, he taught Carl that he doesn't need to kill a walker because Carl thinks he has to kill every walker because one of them got away that he didn't kill, and he killed Dale. So he thinks he has to kill everyone, and he taught him, like, no, you don't have to do that. Come on, it's fine. He's not gonna kill anyone, and he teaches Carl to, like, get over that fear of the walkers killing someone. And then like, Beth teaches her not to cry, and then teaches her not to cry, and she kind of has to grow up almost. And I think he's more accepting of people throughout all these episodes. Like, at first he was like, alright, I'll take you in, just because one of our guys shot one of your guys, but then you're gonna have to go. Then he decides, alright, I'll keep with you guys, or you guys can stay here. And then he goes with them to the jail, even though he said he was gonna die on his land. But all of this stuff, like, all of this stuff shows how accepting he is. So I think he's more accepting, he's more caring, and he's more supportive than he was before. Because before, he did a little farming on his farm just because it was his farm, but he never really, he wouldn't talk to people. He was more antisocial. He didn't want other people except for his family on their land, and he thinks, like, people are trying to take advantage of him almost. And yeah, so those are the reasons I think that he's gonna survive. But then it would be the only reason I can think of him dying, like a reason, maybe they want to have some dramatic thing happen and so we can see how the characters react. Because we've had some deaths that affect most people, but we haven't had a death that I can think of that has affected everyone. And I think Hershel is someone that, like, if he died, it would affect everyone, like Rick or Daryl if they died. So maybe they're gonna have him die, so then we can see how everyone's gonna react to this. Maybe they'll react the same as if someone, like a Bob died. Bob, that black guy, if he died. But who knows? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.